Okay, welcome back to the channel. There we go. Okay, today I just wanted to jump on the channel and just kind of like discuss everything that's going on with David Dobrik, because if there's one thing I love, it's inserting my opinion in conversations that I was not invited to and have nothing to do with me. Yes. All right. So first things first, I'm going to say some stuff about Trisha, and I do not want people to think that my feelings about Trisha stem from the fact that I'm like, stem from the idea, not the fact, the idea that I'm like a David stan or that I'm like trying to defend the Vlog Squad. My feelings about Trisha are completely separate from my feelings from the Vlog Squad. David and them, they can chill in the fiery pits of hell for all I care. But I do have separate opinions about Trisha, and this isn't really about a whataboutism. This isn't like, well, Trisha Paytas did this, and this, so she can't talk about the Vlog Squad, blah, blah, blah. No, this is not a defense of the Vlog Squad. This is not a defense of David. This is just me bringing up some complicated feelings I've had about Trisha, and also just, you know, discussing the things with the Vlog Squad. I'm not going to be going too in depth because, like, I don't know, I feel like there are things that you do speculate on and things you do insert your opinion on and things that you don't, and the shit that David and the Vlog Squad and Dom or whoever did to those girls, that is not something that I want to be like speculating, just throwing my little opinion in, like talking like half informed. I don't want to be doing that on that topic. So we're just going to talk about like mostly general feelings about the broader situation, I guess, if that makes any kind of sense. Anyway, first of all, today, I think it was today or yesterday, David uploaded a second apology. And if you have not seen his apology videos, if you haven't seen the first one, don't watch it. It's useless. It's PR BS posted on a channel that does not get as many views as his main. Just sorry, it was literally just not good. It was a rushed little PR apology that had like no feelings behind it, and it was titled Let's Talk, but then the comments were off and the like to dislike ratio was also off. I don't know, how you want me to talk to the wall? You want me to talk to the dirt? You want me to talk to the grass? Who am I supposed to, who am I supposed to talk to when you cut the means of communication? Who are we discussing with? You know, it was not giving. Like a lot of YouTube apologies, it was askcrack.com. It was horrendous, and it was written by somebody else. Whoever wrote that apology for you, David, fire them, because they do not have your best interests in mind. They clearly were not there for those days in kindergarten where we learned what an apology was. They were not present because that was not there in that first apology. I don't even know if it's up anymore because it was so bad, and I'm pretty sure David admitted that in his second apology. And for his second apology, it was better. It was better, less PR. I'm not saying there was no PR in it. I don't know if he had any help with this one, but this one definitely felt more real, more from the heart, blah, blah, blah. There was a little section where he was like, you know, about to cry, but he like edited it out, whatever. Not really I'm not going to say whether or not, oh, it's a good apology and I forgive him, because it's not for me. I just hope, I mean, it was slightly better than what he posted the last time. But all I have to say in regards to that is I hope that apology did something for the victims, whether it be give them some sort of closure, assist them in their process of healing and moving on, or at the very least just shutting this chapter and moving on with their, or just doing what feels right for them. I hope that apology facilitated in any way. I don't know. I just wish the best for them, because I can't imagine being in this situation like that. Like, that's terrible and awful, and I wish them the best, and I hope that this apology video did something for them. And for all the people in David's comments being like, oh, I forgive you, it's okay, blah blah blah, it's like, were you affected? I will never understand the idea of accepting an apology that was not for you. Like, imagine if I punched somebody in the face and then I apologize to them and then just some fucking random just jumps in and says, oh, hey, well, I forgive you. I'd be like, what the fuck? You are not, this is not for you. I don't care about your forgiveness. I didn't hurt you, so keep it pushing. But I can make a whole video about YouTube apologies and people forgiving, but I won't. Anyway, let's move on to the Trisha Paytas section of the video. Now, let me say right now that this is not me trying to play what about. Like, this is not me trying to say that, oh, well, Trisha, she shouldn't be trusted. She shouldn't be taken seriously. Like, what she's saying right now about the Vlog Squad shouldn't be, listened to because she's done this and this. Like, yes, Trisha has said some very valid things, and I appreciate her for kind of putting that spotlight on David, Jason, the Vlog Squad, exposing, some of the shit they did, and, kind of playing a part in making the kind of, oh my God, please form words, like making it easier, I guess, for victims to come out, I suppose, because before, David was so well loved and the Vlog Squad as a whole was just so praised, and they were on this pedestal where it was like you couldn't really say anything about them. Like, if you spoke a negative word about David Dobrik or the Vlog Squad, you would get lambasted, roasted, destroyed, yelled at, barked at by his children followers. So I would say that children that Trisha and Ethan played, a role in kind of, making it safer for victims to come out and speak their truth. And for that, I'm gonna give her points. She did what she had to do for that. And what I'm about to say does not discredit that. Now, my little issue with Trisha Paytas is just that, one, I can't help but feel like she was kind of sitting on some information until it felt right to bring it up. Like, I don't know. Like, it felt like whenever somebody brings something up and it's like, oh, wow, this is intense. How long have you known this? And they're like, oh, I've known for a while. I've been in the know for a minute. And it's like, why now? Why are you only telling us this now? And I know Trisha did a video about the Vlog Squad, Jason in particular, a while ago, like right after they broke up. And that was one thing, but after that, it was kind of quiet. It was a little quiet, and it's like, why were you sitting on this information? Like, what were you waiting for? Like, if you saw somebody doing something dangerous, bad, abusive, whatever, and you just didn't alert anyone or didn't share this, it's like, why would you do that? Like, what is being presented to you now that is making you want to say it that wasn't being presented when you first got the information, if that makes any kind of sense? But whatever, she might have her own reasons. I'm gonna be honest, I'm absorbing the information from the Frenemies podcast. Like, I'm observing, I'm getting the highlights, I'm getting the big deets, but I'm not like into it. So I don't know, maybe Trisha has her own reasons for keeping this to herself for a while, I guess, because she was like in it. I'm like, yeah, she would occasionally chime in and say, hey, that's wrong, don't do that, no, but it was very like a light scolding, like definitely not enough to like deter them. But I guess that's not her fault. This is, by the way, this is not taking any of the heat off of them. Like, they're grown adults. They should not need someone to come in and tell them to stop. They should just know better. Like, absolutely. I'm not saying it was Trisha's responsibility to swoop in and tell them to act right and stop and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, that is not her job. But, you know, at the same time, it's like, you know, does that make any sense at all? No? Great, cool, moving on. Anyway, I feel like we have to acknowledge her past. Come on. I just feel like we so quickly swept that under the rug, and it's like, people have done things a quarter of that as the things that Trisha has done in her past, and they have never lived it down. They still about it today, and yet Trisha has done, I can't think of not one community that she has not pissed off. Black people, Jewish people, trans people. Who has she not pissed off? The people that like having basic human rights. Because remember that weird I'm pro Donald Trump era? Remember that? That happened, and we're just over it now. And it's like, wow, we move on quick. And I know what you're all thinking. Cancel culture. She said sorry. Why can't we move on? And it's like, yeah, okay, she said sorry. I acknowledge that. I see it. But at the same time, this whole, we need to just forgive apologies and move on. It's very selective. It's very selective. This is not a consistent view that we have. For all people that get canceled, you know? And it's like, wow. The internet moves real quick, doesn't it, huh? And it's like, I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate what Trisha's done in regards to the Vlog Squad, but I will never, after all this stuff she's done, I just cannot, like, people are like, oh, innocent, sweet, angel, baby, perfect, Trisha, angel. And it's like, no, ma'am. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. A broken clock is right. What? I forgot the rest of the phrase, so you're going to have to finish it for me. A broken clock is right 2 times a day. Anyways, you get the point. It's like one good thing just erases all of that. Like, I've never seen a YouTube personality whose reputation just switches so fast, who goes from just like this well-loved, perfect angel, precious cinnamon roll Trisha to monster demon, has pissed off every community. Has pissed off every community. Trisha Paytas, the demon troll. And it's very interesting to me. And I think it's kind of put Trisha in this place where she is kind of becoming the infallible, untouchable YouTuber that David once was. Like, if you try to bring up anything that Trisha has done in the past and like, hey, I don't really subscribe to the idea that Trisha is like this innocent angel now, and she's perfect, and she's been, you know, redeemed to the max, and blah, blah, blah. And this is a narrative you see heavy on TikTok. It's especially heavy on TikTok. And it's like, do we love her? Do we hate her? What's the move? What's the vibe? But anyway, you bring up anything and it's like, cancel culture, you never forgive anyone, blah, 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 blah. She moved on, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, hello? This sympathy is not spread for other people. It's really not. And I'm like, it literally gave me whiplash how quickly the tide turned for Trisha. It was nuts. And this one, I don't know if this is controversial, but it's a lot of white people telling a lot of people of color to not be mad about racism, saying that you have to forgive the apology. And what did I say? What did I say earlier? Don't tell people to forgive an apology, especially if the apology was not for you. You cannot dictate an affected person's response to an apology. Listen, if you forgive Trisha, that's all rainbows and sparkles and glitter and whatever else. Anybody else who's been, you know, mad at other shit that she's done, they're very valid in feeling that. And like I said, I do not support like whataboutisms. This is not me saying that Trisha was wrong about anything else because of this past stuff, or especially about her mental health, or saying that she's not reliable because of her mental health. That is so far from what I'm talking about. That is not acceptable. Like, I do not think you should be saying, oh, well, Trisha Paytas is bad because she has, I believe it's bipolar disorder. That is not what I'm saying. That is so far from what I'm saying. But, you know, am I making a lick of sense? I feel like I am always incoherent all the time. And I am. But, you know, that's just my feelings on that. David Dobrik, Dirty Dom, you will not be seeing the pearly gates. Wishing any victim of them, the vlog squad, wishing y'all a very good life. I hope you can move on healthily from this. I hope that you get some form of justice, because when you think about it in the grand scheme, there is literally so little justice for victims of SA or R ever in society. So I wish you get some justice, because we need it, honestly. And Britney bitch, I hope you can hear the music in the background. Okay, I think that's it. I'm starting to ramble, so that means it's time to wrap it up. Cut the tape, cut the footage. Like and subscribe, or your mom's a hoe.